Sam wants you and your Bitcoin, the wild future of US finance. Are you ready for a financial revolution that could shake the very foundations of our economy? Imagine a world where the US government starts stockpiling Bitcoin like it's digital gold. Sounds crazy? Well, this might come as a surprise because this wild ride might just become our new reality. Hey there, finance enthusiasts and crypto curious. Welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the world of money, markets, and the future of finance. Today, we're exploring a mind-blowing possibility that's got Wall Street buzzing and Bitcoin believers doing backflips. We're talking about why the United States might soon start buying Bitcoin as a strategic asset. Yeah, you heard that right. Uncle Sam could be joining the crypto party. Now, before you think I've lost my marbles, let's break this down step by step. We're about to embark on a journey that involves powerful CEOs changing their tune, former presidents potentially making game-changing moves, and a digital currency that just won't quit. So grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's dive into this financial rabbit hole. First up, let's talk about a guy named Larry Fink. If you're not familiar with him, he's the big cheese at BlackRock. You know, just the world's largest asset manager with a casual $10 trillion under management. No big deal, right? Well, this Wall Street titan has done a complete 180 on Bitcoin. He used to dismiss it faster than a New Yorker dodges tourists in Times Square. But now, he's singing a different tune, calling Bitcoin a legitimate and substantial opportunity. When a guy like Fink changes his mind, the whole financial world sits up and takes notice. But wait, there's more. There's some serious speculation floating around that if a certain former president with a penchant for golden escalators gets back into the Oval Office, he might just declare Bitcoin a strategic reserve asset. Now, I know what you're thinking. Strategic reserve? Isn't that for oil and stuff? You're not wrong. The US has something called the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, SPR, that it uses to stabilize the market during emergencies. Imagine Bitcoin getting the same treatment. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Bitcoin's price has been on a roller coaster. We've seen some wild swings lately, and there are reasons for that. For instance, a country, we won't name names, but it rhymes with Busia, decided to offload 50,000 Bitcoins. That's like dumping a truckload of ice into a swimming pool. It's going to cause some waves. And let's not forget about the aftermath of the Mt. Gox hack. For those who weren't around for that crypto drama, Mt. Gox was once the biggest Bitcoin exchange in the world. Then it got hacked, and suddenly, poof, a whole lot of Bitcoin vanished extremely fast. The fallout from that is still causing ripples in the market. But here's the kicker. Despite these challenges, Bitcoin's price bounced back like a rubber ball on steroids. Why? Because the crypto space has been buzzing with more good news than a beehive on a warm day. We're talking about major players entering the game, institutional adoption, and yes, even whispers of government interest. Now let's put on our tinfoil hats for a moment and imagine a world where Bitcoin becomes part of the US strategic reserve assets. The implications would be huge. We're talking seismic shifts in the crypto industry, potential price explosions, and a whole lot of traditional finance folks needing a change of pants. But hold your horses, we're not quite there yet. This is all still in the realm of speculation, but it's speculation that's got some serious weight behind it. Remember our friend Larry Fink? Well, he's not the only big name that's been warming up to Bitcoin. We've got influential voices like Cathie Wood of ARK Invest predicting that Bitcoin could become a part of central bank reserves. Now let's talk about another elephant in the room, or should I say, the elephant in the White House. There's a lot of chatter about the possibility of a certain former president making a comeback, and his administration was known for being pretty crypto-friendly. If this scenario plays out, we could see a major shift in how the US government views and treats cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin. But here's where it gets really interesting. Even if the US were to adopt Bitcoin as a reserve asset, it might not have the massive impact on price that you'd expect. Why? Well, there are practical limitations to how much Bitcoin the government could realistically buy and hold. It's not like they can just go on a shopping spree and buy up half the Bitcoin in existence. Instead, the real game changer could be the signal it sends to the rest of the world. Imagine Bitcoin suddenly being seen in the same light as gold, a legitimate store of value backed by the most powerful nation on Earth. That's the kind of endorsement that could open the floodgates for institutional investments. Speaking of institutions, let's circle back to our buddy Larry Fink and BlackRock. These guys aren't just big, they're the 800-pound gorilla of the investment world. If BlackRock starts throwing its weight behind Bitcoin, it could trigger a domino effect that brings in other major players. We're talking pension funds, endowments, and other institutions that have been sitting on the sidelines, watching the crypto game from afar. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Isn't Bitcoin supposed to be this decentralized, anti-establishment thing? Why are we getting excited about government and big finance getting involved? It's a fair question, and it touches on a debate that's been raging in the crypto community for years. Here's my take. Bitcoin was indeed created as an alternative to traditional financial systems, a way to have more control over your money without relying on governments or banks. But for Bitcoin to truly succeed and reach its full potential, it needs to be adopted on a massive scale. And like it or not, that means getting the big players involved. Think of it like this: Bitcoin is digital gold. Now, gold has intrinsic value because of its industrial uses and its long history as a store of value. Bitcoin, on the other hand, derives its value from its scarcity, security, and the network of people who believe in it. The more people and institutions that adopt Bitcoin, the stronger and more valuable it becomes. Let's talk numbers for a second. The total market cap of gold is estimated to be around $12 trillion. Bitcoin's market cap, as of now, is hovering around $1 trillion. That means there's potentially a lot of room for growth if Bitcoin starts to be seen as a legitimate alternative or complement to gold. Now imagine if companies like Tesla and MicroStrategy, who have already added Bitcoin to their balance sheets, are joined by a wave of other corporations looking to diversify their holdings. And what if wealth managers start recommending their clients allocate a small percentage of their portfolios to Bitcoin? We could see a massive influx of capital into the crypto market. But let's be real for a second, this isn't going to happen overnight, and it's not going to be a smooth ride. Bitcoin is still a volatile asset, and there are plenty of regulatory hurdles and technological challenges to overcome, not to mention the environmental concerns about Bitcoin mining that need to be addressed. However, the potential is undeniable. If the stars align, if we see continued institutional adoption, potential government endorsement, and a growing recognition of Bitcoin as a legitimate asset class, we could be looking at a future where Bitcoin plays a significant role in the global financial system. So what does all this mean for you, the average investor? Well, as always, it's crucial to do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Crypto is still a high-risk, high-reward game, but it's also an exciting space to watch and potentially be a part of. Whether you're a Bitcoin believer or a crypto skeptic, one thing's for sure, the financial landscape is changing, and Bitcoin is at the forefront of that change. Who knows? In a few years, we might look back at this moment as the turning point when digital assets went mainstream. And that's a wrap, folks. I hope this deep dive into the potential future of Bitcoin and its place in the US economy has given you some food for thought. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell to stay up to date with all our financial tips, insights, and predictions.